Hello, everyone, and we are back with Thursday Thunder here at Horizon Hobby, now joined by Scott Kramer, and we have new big stuff from 4-Star.
Yes,
Scott,
definitely.
What do we have sitting here on the table?
So what we have is our brand new Epidemic, which is our monster truck, our A-scale monster truck, and our Muckraker, which is our A-scale truggy.
Okay.
So both are capable of running on 4S power, 1600 kV motor, top speed of around 40 plus miles an hour.
Okay.
So it's moving along pretty good for these big vehicles. But the thing that's amazing about them is the features that come on them, the aluminum chassis, aluminum shocks, threaded shock bodies so you could fully adjust those, put your own oils in them. 3 differentials, front, center, rear, which are also adjustable, just like the the full-blown racing versions from, let's say, a TLR. So it's amazing what you get in this package for a street price of $299, which is it's amazing. I mean, it makes it really affordable to get something that's beastie.
Both of these are essentially kind of the same insides. I imagine if I pull this off, it's kind of the same as in there.
Okay. Absolutely, absolutely. Chassis is a little bit bigger on this one. Obviously, the arms are a little bit different, and the wheels and tires are different.
Wing versus wheelie bar, it looks
correct.
Like. Okay.
Correct. And then what's nice about this is both vehicles, 17 millimeter. So all the popular wheels and tire combos that are out there, other than ours, will bolt right on, so it makes it universal.
Okay.
Very cool to, if you want to put street tires on there, you can check out Dynamite tires, you can check out the Duratrax tires, bolt those right on here. So it gives you a lot of options.
Awesome. And now you said all you need basically is a battery. We'd recommend 2S or a 4S, I believe?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. You can run 2 2S packs, or you can run a 4S pack with a jumper, because it actually has 2 EC5 leads for the battery. So you would just need a jumper, just like we use on our low-C Super Baja race. So that's a Dynamite product. So we got that in stock ready to go.
Stuff is the same way.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. So it's really cool. You can run a little bit less, to slow it down, and a little bit more to give it some more speed. Yeah. So definitely a lot of options on there. This one's got the really cool wheelie bar, so you can just ride wheelies forever, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, other than that, just like I said, both of them are really beefy. They're beasts. They can handle all the abuse that you're going to give them and come back for more for a price tag that's just $300 street price. That's great.
That's really available on Horizon Hobby and Tower Hobbies.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We will have plenty more to come for these. We're going to let Scott go. Anything else we missed? I'm trying to think. I think we covered everything pretty well. We'll have videos up. We'll have pictures up. Make sure you visit the website and check out more on these. That'll give you the exact speeds, the specs, everything like that. And that's it. We're going to let you guys go. As always, depending on when and where you're watching this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think of these. And hope you guys have a great day. Thanks again, Scott.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey everyone, welcome back, and as promised, we're now joined from Tom.
Hello.
We're joined by Tom from Spektrum, and we've got a couple, you tell me these are receivers, but I don't see antennas. What's going on?
Yeah, so there are new antenna-less, and I say that with quotation marks because there is an antenna. It is an internal PCB antenna. One thing that I am surprised to really feature in these or tell you guys about is they have great range. You think, no antenna, how are you supposed to get good range with that? They have great range, and some would say better than our other 4 and 6 channel. As you can see, they are 4 and 6 channel receivers that we sell right now.
Yeah.
So latest technology from Spektrum sitting right here. Another cool feature about these is they've got a bind button right on the top there.
So the logo itself is actually the button?
The logo itself is the bind button, and you don't have to hold it while you're plugging in the battery. You can actually plug in the battery and press the bind button to put it into bind.
Ooh, that's nice.
Pretty nice.
I could see that being kind of clunky.
Yeah, I know, right? They're real compact. I really love them because you can put them in just some of the smallest airplanes. That's one of the things that we've kind of getting beaten up on lately is our receivers have been kind of big. So we thought, let's make them extra small. And what's better way to do it than to take the antenna off? And we also kind of shaped them. And if you guys can see them, we've got like a beveled edge on the back here. So that's pretty cool. It makes it even extra easy to put them into your aircraft. So they are, like I said, a 4 and a 6 channel, and they'll be available very, very soon. Hopefully next week.
Oh, wow.
This week. Yeah.
Very cool. And then is there a different price for these being newer, antenna-less, new technology? Or?
Actually, they're the same price as the AR400 and the AR610. So $29.99 for the 4 channel and $39.99 for the 6 channel.
Very cool. Can't beat that, can you?
Yeah, it's a really good deal.
Awesome. As always, I know I sound like a broken record when I say this. There'll be more info on horizonhobby.com.
Yep. We're going to have a Tech Talk video with John Adams as well, kind of explaining more of the features of it and talking about the development of the product.
Look for that. They'll probably, once they do that, we'll drop a link at the end of this video. Good. I know a lot of people watch this right away and then they don't come back, but if you want to see that Tech Talk video, we'll probably drop it at the end of this. So if you're watching this again to get to that, scroll the last 20 seconds. There'll be an end screen. On YouTube only. Got to do it on YouTube. Okay. So we'll let Tom go. We're going to jump over to Jason with something new from E-flite. So thanks again, Tom. And welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. We're now joined again by Jason from E-flite, and we have something pretty decently sized here. Been seeing a lot of minis and UMXs lately. It's kind of nice to see something big in scale here again.
Yeah, and we haven't had a larger electric ducted fan in quite a while. Yeah. So this is an EDF jet, and we've had some UMXs the last couple of years that were available. And some guys might remember the Habu series back in the day were our primary sport jets and also trainer jets. And so what we've done is we wanted to bring back an airplane that is a great first jet. And so the Habus were fantastic. They were known for that. And a lot of guys learned to fly jets on them. A lot of guys hopped them up to go very, very fast. And what we did here is we took a scale subject matter and also really good sport jet handling, and we were able to turn it into an airplane that is a perfect first jet, but then for someone who's a very experienced pilot, it's also a lot of fun to fly. So it's got a lot of performance. It's got a 70mm 12-blade fan. It runs on a 6S battery all the way from a 3200 up to a 4000. You can fly a little bit smaller battery, maybe in a 6S like 2700, 2800 on the lower end if you wanted to save some weight. You might be able to squeeze a slightly bigger battery in, but even the 4000s that we recommend, you might have to trim a little bit of foam to make them fit sometimes. So we don't always recommend going a lot outside of our range, but what's really exciting about it is that it's got in the Bind and Fly Basic version, we have Safe Select. We have AS3X and Safe Select. Okay. AS3X smooths things out, and even guys that fly high-end jets, they're all using 3-axis gyros. So the best pilots in the world, the reason they're doing that is because it just smooths out the experience, and when you're landing in crosswinds and things like that, the airplane's not getting blown around, bounced around. This airplane already handles extraordinarily well without it, but with AS3X, it's got some extra, it's just extra smooth. And then on top of that, with Safe Select, it's a perfect jet for someone who's never flown a jet before. So you can activate that. You don't have to activate that. So if you're an experienced pilot, you don't want to use Safe Select, no problem. You don't have to bind in that mode. But if you do activate it, then you've got self-leveling and pitch angle and bank angle limits. Right. And that's really great because if you're learning how to land a jet for the first time and you're struggling to keep the wings level and line it up with the runway, no problem. Turn Safe on. It'll level the wings off for you. You can keep the nose pointed down, and it makes it a very easy airplane to land. And it's already an easy airplane to land. We've got factory installed flaps right out of the box. That helps it slow down so it can land in shorter distances. It can land at slower speeds. Those flaps come standard out of the box. Of course, we've got retractable landing gear, so that helps speed things up, keeps the drag to a minimum when you're up on step. And then we've got digital metal geared servos all the way around, which is really exciting. There's a lot of servos in this thing, one for each aileron, one for each flap, one for each elevator half, one for the rudder, one for the steerable nose wheel. Something else that's really nice is we've got sprung wire struts here, and so a lot of guys like the kind of look and style of the oleo struts. The downside of those is sometimes they're not that durable. And so with the sprung wire struts here, they're simpler. They're actually a lot more durable when you're flying off of rough surfaces like grass. And so this airplane has enough power, enough performance, decently sized wheels. Now you're not going to be able to take off out of really long grass, but depending on the grass that you've got, you can definitely take off and land in grass. Obviously hard surfaces, some dirt, things like that. So what's nice about it is it's an airplane that you can fly in a variety of places. And even though it's an EDF, it has such good performance, such good thrust and vertical performance that it can get off the ground, get off of the grass, no problem. And so put the flaps down, you can do a nice high performance takeoff, it's no problem. And speaking of the performance, it's very, very fast. It's probably pushing 3 digits in top speeds in dives, and then you can really slow it down on approach. But it's also nice because it's got almost unlimited vertical. It's got really good vertical performance, which is something that is not as common in an EDF. And so the performance is very, very spectacular, all the way from slow to fast and everything in between. It's really aerobatic. You can do knife edge, rolls, big giant loops. You can do incredible aerobatics that you can't do with a lot of other jets, like crazy snap rolls and things like that. So it's a scale jet that flies a lot like a sport jet, but also at the same time handles like a sport airplane.
Cool.
So if it's a first jet, honestly, this is probably the best first jet that you can buy right now, hands down. Other than some of the ultra micros that might be out there, like the A-10s, a nice small jet that a lot of guys have learned to fly EDFs on. But this is a great kind of mid-size, almost park flyer size. I don't know if I'd call it park flyer. I don't know that I recommend flying it at a park, but you can easily fly this in a smaller space than obviously a giant turbine jet. And also what's cool about it is it sounds like a turbine. With that 12-blade fan, it's got really good performance, but it also has a really great sound. It doesn't sound like a blow dryer. That's the problem with a lot of EDFs back in the day. They just sounded like a blow dryer all the time, and that wasn't a great sound. It was kind of cool because it sounded fast, but a lot of those airplanes weren't that fast. This airplane is fast, sounds like a turbine, slows down very nicely. It's very easy to land. Goes together with no glue, just a couple of screws. Goes together in like 15-20 minutes, no problem. We got the Binafly basic version, again with the Spektrum AR636 receiver, including AS3X and Safe Select. That version is $249.99. And then we also have the plug-and-play version, so without the receiver. So without the receiver, it still has all the servos, the power system installed, the fan, the motor, the ESC. But you do have to install a receiver of your choice. That version is $219.99. And these are going to be available by the time you guys see this. There's a very limited supply in the first shipment. We wanted to get those out there as soon as we can, so those will be available right from the get-go on horizonhobby.com and towerhobbies.com. Also at your some hobby shops will already have gotten them because we did actually tease these to some of the dealers a little bit in advance. But then there will be later shipments with most of the quantities that we need to fill a lot of the pre-orders and back orders. So try to get one the first day if you can. If you can't, don't be alarmed. You can go ahead and back order the airplane or pre-order the airplane at your favorite hobby shop, your favorite online retailer, your again, horizonhobby.com and towerhobbies.com. You want to get that pre-order in, though, because the first shipments after, or actually the second and third shipments, they might also get sold out.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to get your pre-order in as soon as you can. I think those shipments are coming in sometime in September and then October.
Okay, that's not bad.
But again, by the time you see this around the end of this month, there's going to be a small handful of these out there. Some guys are going to be able to get their hands on one. But if you want one, try and jump on the website right now and get one, or check with your favorite local hobby shop. A lot of the bigger hobby shops came to visit us for a recent convention that we had, and a lot of them saw this in person, got to fly it in person, and pre-ordered it a little bit ahead of everybody, so they're going to have access to those as well. So again, limited supply at the beginning. Try to get one if you can, and if not, pre-order or back order, because that way you guarantee, hopefully, you get one in the second and third shipments.
Yeah, I know a couple people actually caught a glimpse of this in some of the photos we put up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So here it is. This is what it was. We didn't really say.
Yep.
We kind of alluded to it, but that's what it is.
So it's the E-flite Viper 70mm EDF jet.
Yes, perfect. I think we covered everything. That was almost perfect. We'll let Jason go. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. We're going to, as we did the last couple weeks, we're going to flip on all these videos like an hour before the Thursday Thunder.
Product video,
so if you're subscribed, you're going to get notified, and you've probably already seen this and might have pre-ordered by now. So, and if not, you've got to subscribe because they might already be gone from all the pre-orders from the people who saw it already. So thanks again, Jason. Thanks to all of you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week at the same time, same place.